Formal jury selection began here in New York today in the criminal trial of Martha Stewart. She faces federal charges that she lied about using inside information to make a profit on a stock trade. Conviction could mean prison for the businesswoman who sold herself to millions of Americans as a personal guide to gracious living. CBS News business correspondent Anthony Mason reports.
Miss Stewart, is there anything you want to say?
Martha Stewart chose to face a jury of her peers rather than accept a plea bargain. Today, the challenge began to find 12 impartial jurors.
I think she's going to come in with the jury being a little bit more skeptical of her than of someone they've never heard of.
The home decorating diva is accused of lying to the government about a stock trade. In December of 2001, she abruptly sold nearly 4,000 shares of Imclone, worth $227,000, just a day before bad news broke about the company's cancer drug. That trade saved her at least $46,000 in losses.
And let's face it, she sold that stock at a very suspicious time.
Charles Gasparino broke the Stewart story for the Wall Street Journal and is now writing a book on the Wall Street scandals.
How would anybody know to sell a day before that announcement? And by the way, if she did have information that people didn't have, she should be held accountable.
Stewart told investigators she had a standing order with her broker, Peter Bukanovic, who's also on trial, to sell the stock if it fell below $60. But Bukanovic's assistant is expected to testify his boss lied about that alibi. Imclone's founder, Sam Waxel, a close friend of Stewart's, is already serving 7 years for insider trading. If convicted, Stewart could face up to 30 years in prison for a transaction that saved her all of $46,000. Her career could now be at stake in this courthouse.
I'm not sure that you can both be the world's leading expert on dinner parties and also a felon. So her future is, very much imperiled by this.
On the other hand, if she prevails, says Forbes editor Dennis Neal,
it could really give her frailty, because it's hard to feel sorry for someone whose life is perfect.
Martha Stewart made an industry out of being a domestic goddess. Now she's hoping a jury will just see her as human. Anthony Mason, CBS News, New York.
Veteran journalist Jerry Nachman